Start recording again. There we go. I'm back.
Lovely.
I feel like you're not telling us everything, Fliss.
Look, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I didn't
Yeah,
see
Fliss knows
anything.
everything.
Is that the truth? Because you better hope it is.
Okay, we're going back right now and we're gonna find my brother.
Julia.
He could be dying right now. We have to.
I'm
We
pretty
will.
sure he's dead.
Just not yet.
What the fuck is going on with this ship? Because I gotta be honest, it feels like there's some like evil, like literal evil going on down there.
Wow.
Let's just stay calm and relatively sane about
Cheers
this.
for your insight.
The stuff I saw,
Fucking hell.
it's like there were these
Oh,
old
it's such
soldiers. They were bodies.
Proper
they were dead, but then
horror
they came
movie
alive.
dialogue.
Isn't it
That
just?
doesn't sound that crazy right about now.
Alex wasn't the only
I'll be
Alex.
right back.
What are you talking about?
There were things walking around with his face on them. Alex's face. It was horrifying.
You'll be right
It's
back.
probably just your mind's way of telling you that I'm smothering you with something.
I know what I saw, Alex.
This can't all be happening. Maybe
Oh, is
one
he
thing
trying to
could.
rationalize
Not all of these
this?
crazy things.
Yeah.
It's too much of a coincidence.
I love rationalization
Gotta
in
be
horror
something
films.
going
It's
on.
glorious.
What can we absolutely be sure
It's not
of?
really a fisherman chasing you with a giant
We know
hook.
it's real.
It's just all in your mind.
I think I'm just gonna go complete. I'm gonna try and freak out.
Are we on a ghost ship?
I'm gonna say the same thing.
I know we're not
How
the
quickly
first people
Alex
to see your
changed.
shit here. Apparently the guards were super freaked out by something they saw in the cargo holds.
We found a note that said a bunch of guys tried to get out of guard duty because they were really freaked out by something.
Are you trying to steer it back towards rationalization, or are you?
What do you think actually happened on this ship?
The ship was bound for San Francisco, but it hailed from a water purification plant in China. Apparently that's where it picked up the Manchurian gold.
Date on the newspaper was 1947.
Ooh, all the pieces are starting to come together. But I'm just gonna be
This
really
whole
stupid.
place reeks of weird. Dirty, stinky, weird. And I don't like it.
Brilliant.
It's getting hard to tell what's real around here.
Oh my god.
That gold should be around here, right? Anybody catch a glimpse of it?
I'm starting to think that gold's about as real as a week full of Sundays.
Okay. Still doesn't explain anything.
Oh,
No
Graham
wonder
and
we
Larry,
before.
congratulations.
That's
I
us,
love
at least.
the dialogue
We're
so
wasting
much.
time. Whatever we do, we have to do it now.
Time to get off this ship.
We're not going anywhere without the distributor cap. The Duke needs it to run.
Hold on. This ship's gotta have a radio.
What's going on
We
with
can
that
find
radio?
it and use it.
That's great, but do you think it still works?
Just need to find a way up there.
It's got a fucking great red light flashing on it. And that's what...
Do you think it still works? Well, it's the only fucking thing that actually seems to be working, so yes.
Yeah. On that side of the ship seems to be lit up.
Yeah, true, actually. And as I say, there was a place I was as Fliss a while ago that was like a ballroom, and it was all lit
Gotta
up
get
and
off
looked
this
really
damn ship.
nice.
No shit.
Did you leave it and then come back to it and it was all fucked up?
Clinically,
No.
totally effed.
Okay.
Some of the camera angles are quite nice, actually. Like, I know the walking's a bit janky and stuff, but the
It
actual...
looks, from here though, it looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm a big fan, big fan of kind of classic fixed camera angles, because I don't know, I find that they're scarier.
Oh, okay. I thought I was Alex, so I've been trying to walk while you're actually Alex and picking something up.
Yeah,
Turns out I was Fliss just walking into a wall.
I have
Wow.
to cut that moment in. 100%. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of fixed camera angles. I was actually looking. A guy online is trying to make a mod for Resident Evil 3 remake that turns it to classic Resident Evil fixed camera angles. So
Wow.
if he does, I will definitely be doing a playthrough of it again
Great.
with that.
Could have used these if they weren't
That
so
would be interesting. I'm not that big a fan of fixed camera angles, just because I've been spoiled over the years.
I totally get. When I was chatting to Andy Stewart earlier, we were talking about it, and I think the reason I love them is because I find them scarier. Because when you have full control of like a camera and like over your shoulder, and you can see what the character's seeing, you
Yeah.
aren't going to be as scared as if there's a corner that you can't check unless you go down it.
Yeah, so this game doesn't work without fixed camera angles.
True,
It
yeah.
can't. So you need to be looking at a specific, especially for some of the, let's say, quieter scares. You need to have the camera in a certain place at a certain time, and you can't guarantee someone doing that with a roaming camera.
True, and like I think one of the other things we were talking about with Resident Evil is that like in 1995, 1996, when Resident Evil 1 came out, the most cinematic you could get in a video game was fixed camera angles.
Yeah.
I think this is our way up. Give me a lift.
What? Okay, I like this.
I think this is the way up.
Gender equality.
I'll pull you up.
I feel like we're playing a dark version of an Uncharted game.
It does feel it a little bit at the moment, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, are you Alex again now? Or am I still... No, I'm still Alex.
No, I think... Am I still Fliss? Yeah, that's me, just kind of dancing into the wall.
Yeah, because Alex was just kind of roaming around on his own. I wasn't pushing anything. So I thought you were him. Oh, like my fucking Layers of Fear Let's Play where the controller was down on the ground and the camera was
great.
spinning around.
I was watching that at work, and when you showed me the control, or when you showed the controller to the camera, I fucking howled. I could not believe it.
Oh, I was so annoyed, man. Because there was literally moments where I was like, okay, I'll let the camera, since it's trying to take control of the camera, I'll let it guide me.
And what was the other one that got? Oh, when you was it your last video? And you went, "You'll be happy to know I've ordered a mouse mat." I was like, "Thank Christ!" Because I was about to say, "Just send me your address, and I'll send you something."
Oh, I have my mouse mat now, and yeah, there's no more scratching in videos. It's great.
The thing is, I didn't notice it until you pointed it out.
Oh, you would have though, because like when I had to do the gramophone and stuff, my God.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
But yeah, we started as a group re-watching your Layers of Fear videos last night.
I'm looking forward to seeing. Then again, I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what you think of the Resident Evil 3 long play when it goes up. Because yeah, it was a bit weird, a bit different to play a game start to finish in one sitting on the channel, and you know, it's obviously got a lot less chat and banter and stuff because it's 4.5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I quite like watching long Let's Plays. I tend to just stick them on in the office and just let them play along, especially if it's a game I know. I don't necessarily sit and watch the whole thing.
Yeah. I've actually, as I say, funny enough, even though I wanted to do a YouTube doing it, I wasn't that into the whole, like, watching people game before I started doing it. But then, you know, since I've started doing it, I've started checking out other creators and stuff. And now I'm starting to really get into it myself. But like that, if it's a game I know, I'll throw it on in the background and I'll just kind of check in with it. Or if I hear, like, there's a big scare, I'll be like, oh, and go over and check on it.
I do tend to... I like listening to commentaries. So like your Layers of Fear one. So I didn't necessarily watch the whole thing. I went back and watched the whole thing afterwards. But I just kind of listened just because I like listening to people talking. And I like listening to commentaries especially about games that I'm interested in. So that Layers of Fear has been installed on my Xbox. At some point I will get to it.
Ooh, excellent.
But I've got to play Monstrum first, which is sat on my Switch now waiting for me to play.
Oh man, I've gotten so many tips for that from people in comments on the review. So I should be able to
I might
escape.
have to go and have a read. Where are... Oh, dead bodies. Radio's working.
If you're good at not landscaping things in your head, as I said in the episode, if you're good at landmarking things, you
Yeah.
will be fine. But as I say, I have a shite sense of direction, so I just get so lost in a ship that looks the same a lot of the time. Which is, it adds to the horror, like, because if it was
Yeah.
easy to navigate, it wouldn't be scary. So, but yeah, it's definitely my downfall in that game.
Hey, here.
Ooh, radio.
Good. Can I do something with it? Oh wait, there was a body there a second ago. Where's he gone?
Hey, this thing actually still works?
Oh.
Thanks, dog.
I thought that was you hitting the controller. I was like, geez, that was some QTE.
Shortwave radio.
No.
It's a number station. Military
Numbers, Mason.
That's number wing.
Come in, please. Do you read us? Over. Okay. At least there's someone listening. The signal's in and out, though.
That's it, lads. We're sorted. We're gonna get off this boat.
If you can hear me, we're on board an abandoned freighter. 12 degrees, 30 minutes south. 151 degrees, 20 minutes west. Over.
Oh, thanks.
Mayday, mayday, this is an SOS. Over.
Wow! Scaled it up massively.
Come in, over.
Wow,
Come in,
I was just trying to
please, anyone.
avoid an
Come in,
ending,
over.
man. Didn't think she was going to do that.
That was another L.A. Noir moment.
Come on.
It was, wasn't it?
Hey, come here, look.
It's a load of dead bodies.
Can we have a look? There's a big hole.
Look at this.
Let's investigate.
We'll go down into the belly of the
This has got
beast.
to lead somewhere. Maybe we can find a way to get the power back.
We need to get that radio working.
I think someone should wait here in case a message comes through.
Oh yeah, that's
I'll go,
always a great idea.
obviously.
I can do this. I should be the one to go.
Are you kidding me? You? Come on.
Sounds like you're scared of someone stepping out of your shadow.
Scared of my idiot brother getting himself killed?
How about showing me some brotherly love?
Ooh. Ooh.
Hey, if you're sure you're up for it, I believe you got it, bro.
I'm
I
coming
love
too.
changing the
That was a
characters.
change in direction.
Yeah.
No, my bodyguard. I can take care of myself.
Hold on, yeah.
I'm still the captain
Oh, go on, Fliss.
of something, and the captain's telling you that I'm going to.
All right, Fliss. Ready?
Oh, no. That's not good. What do you think, Morty?
Did your dog sit there watching you play video games?
No, even when I talked to him there, he kind of looked at me like, why the fuck are you talking to me? Just let me sleep.
Bless her, my dog she's got quite a nervous disposition.
Okay.
So when I sit there going, oh, just fucking do this, she leaves because she doesn't want to see
Really?
me get angry. Yeah.
We're okay.
What are we gonna do?
So we got her not long. Oh, I don't know. What do I want to do? I'm gonna do that.
I don't know where the hell we are.
Yeah, when we got her, so I remember us sitting in the living room and I bought The Last of Us,
Hey.
Oh,
and
wow.
I got about a third of the way through The Last of Us, and I was going, why does she keep leaving the room? What is going on? It turns out the clickers really freak her out.
Oh, wow.
The noise the clickers
The noise
make
of them, yeah.
scares the shit out of her. So I can't play that game without a headset on now.
Oh, don't worry. It fucking scares the shit out of me, too, so she's not alone.
Well, me too, which is why I don't want to play it with a proxy headset on. Oh, I'm just wandering around on my own now.
I I love how, yeah, as soon as we take control of our characters, we both go in like different directions.
I think we'd learned something from the years of films, wouldn't you?
Someone
Yeah.
named Joe in sick bay.
But it's like we gotta live up to the legacy as well.
Yeah. Just need to do something truly stupid to see what will happen.
Test the effects on human subjects of the molecule crystal structure hallucinogens. Okay, so the Manchurian gold is a chemical weapon.
Must have been pretty serious if it earned him 10 days in the brig.
So,
This is the room we were in.
oh yeah,
Start.
as
Yeah.
the brig,
This is
like, yeah.
Yeah, this is the brig order I've just read there, and that's. I'm guessing this is the safe we couldn't get into at the start of the game.
Yeah, and that's, if you look in there, there is a note about, as I say, the Manchurian gold, and it says it was a chemical weapon.
Yeah.
Pretty misleading name for a chemical weapon. It's like, hey, do you want all this Manchurian gold? I sure do. Okay. And I wandered off my own again. I'm just gonna wait here in the hall till you catch up because I don't feel like going any further on my own.
I was gonna say, I looked up and you were gone, man. Scared the crap out of me. And my abandonment issues kicked in and everything. Fuck, where did you go?
I went down the hall.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Don't leave me.
I know, but the worst thing is I walked off and then I was like, immediately the fear kicked in and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait here.
Immediately regretted it.
I'll never forget, I think the most afraid that I've ever been playing a game, I remember it quite vividly,
The son of somebody on board.
was the exact day that Silent Hill 3 came out. I was playing it. My cousin was at my house staying over and he was watching me play it, and literally when either of us wanted to go to the toilet, someone had to stand outside the door and talk the entire time because
Wow.
to be like, I'm still here, don't worry. I was so terrified. Yeah, I think that was well, no, definitely there's been other times where I've been super scared, but that's the one that is burnt into my brain.
Yeah.
I mean, myself and Andy were talking earlier about Outlast as well, and saying how, like, I had
Outlast
genuine...
is a brutal one.
Oh yeah, like, we were saying how we literally both had moments, and I'm sure you're the same, with Outlast, where you just had to put the controller down and walk away from it for a while because you were just like, no,
Yeah.
it's too much.
I haven't played number 2 for that reason.
I think I'm the same, because I haven't played it yet either. Now, I'm going to play it for the channel, but I think the reason... I've had it for about a year and a half, and I think the reason I haven't played it yet is because every time I look at it in my menu and I see it, it's like a PTSD moment of remembering the first one and being like, yeah, I can't do that to myself again.
But your heart starts going and...
Oh shit, I didn't mean to drop down. I'm sorry.
Here, come check this out.
Oh no, wait, it's okay. It just triggered a cutscene.
Down there.
Is that a submarine?
Looks like the engine room.
Damn it.
That's gotta be where the generator is.
I thought I was playing Monstrum for a moment.
My favourite thing about this that I spotted was that
I think I can just...
somehow we managed to get the Until Dawn style lanterns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good. Just come down.
Because I played Until Dawn about 3 weeks before this came out, so I was like, I need to replay it because I haven't played it in ages.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
spotted all
fuck
the
off.
That, it was...
Sorry, not you.
Wait, did you see it?
See what?
Okay,
That
so
was quite
so
funny
I'm
because
seeing
I heard you and I saw him jump.
Or
But
not.
I saw fuck
Okay,
all.
so
Oh
follow
my
my
god,
thinking
that's
here.
so
We know
good.
this ship was carrying
I like how they
Manchurian
do
gold,
that.
which was actually some kind of dangerous chemical, right? And
But
then
sorry, you were
here's
saying
the
about
bomb.
Until Dawn.
Maybe
Yeah, so I
that's
played Until
Manchurian
Dawn
gold.
about 3 weeks before this
Maybe it's
came out,
fucking us all
and
up
I
in the head.
bought and played
This is
this
kind of
like on
nonsense.
release day because
None
I
of
was
it happened.
dead excited for
None
it.
of it was real. It was just a
And yeah,
hallucination.
We knew
I was
the
like,
crew was scared of
oh,
something.
we
and
have
that could be it.
Until Dawn lanterns. I did not expect that.
Anything to do with the wrecked plane?
Reusing assets, baby.
Okay, so the plane was a search and rescue.
Why wouldn't
Came
you?
out here because the people on this ship sent a distress signal. We know that. But I guess at that point, the fog hit. done its damage, and for whatever reason, they shot the plane down. I mean, who
That's
knows
the
what the hell they
plane.
were thinking, or thought they saw?
Wow. Okay, let's keep going.
I don't want to keep going. If it's scaring you, something's going to happen to me.
Why are you just stopped? You freak me out.
No, I'm reading a thing.
Okay.
Just this little panel that says the ship comes from Rotterdam. Or anywhere.
Liverpool
Where'd you
or
go?
Rome?
That's what I was thinking.
What do you think these guys
Oh, there you are.
Is this right?
Yeah,
Oh, money.
I feel like they're just in over their heads or something.
Is that rust? Is that blood? What the fuck is that on the wall?
It looks like rust or blood.
Yeah. Thanks for your help.
Captain Obvious. It must have been super cool for Supermassive Games to have this at Fright Fest.
So, it was one of my favourite bits. It was one of my favourite events actually at Fright Fest. Mainly because I'm quite nervous. I don't really like talking to people, so I never really stick my hand up and ask people questions at their
The
films.
Q&As, I'd be the exact same. Like, and it's so funny because I'm a filmmaker. You think I'd, but I can't. I can't ask
I'm
questions.
always,
for
I'm
Q&As.
always worried about making a tit out of myself, and I'm always worried that I'm going to ask something stupid or accidentally offensive,
Let's get back
or
upstairs.
I'm just going to start talking and my voice is going to break and I'm going to sound like a little girl. But there were a couple last year that I actually had. I went in knowing I had things I wanted to ask, and actually your film was one of them. I knew I wanted to ask you stuff about your film.
We need help.
I thank you for that.
And this was another one. So I was desperate to know, because horror co-op games are such a terrible history, because you can't have horror and co-op because the scares don't wait for the other person to be there, and if they do, they're not scares anymore.
Yeah.
So I grilled them quite a bit. And I asked a few questions about how they've made it scary plus co-op, to which a lot of the answers were simply, just trust us when we say we've made it work.
Yeah.
Because obviously I didn't want to give too much away, which I was really glad of, because I sat and played it in co-op a little while later and loved it, and it works so well.
It really does. Like the co-op, it's funny because I think a lot of the people that dislike this game as well, I think a lot of that stems from. A quick anecdote is that I love Resident Evil 5, and I know a lot of people don't. And I know that the reason a lot of people don't like Resident Evil 5 is because they played it in single player, and in single player it's an absolute trash fire. But in co-op, But in co-op, it's so much fun. I literally pumped about 60, 70 hours into it in co-op with my mates. And I think that's the thing. I think something like this is similar. I think if you played this in single player, I'm not saying it wouldn't be good, but it's a very different experience.
It is a completely different experience playing it in single player. So I went in, like I've said to you before, and I think we spoke about it the last time we recorded it. I'm very forgiving of janky game if the story's good. And I really enjoyed the story. It took a little while to get there, but I really enjoyed the story for this. So when things like the dodgy QuickTime events and the dodgy walk-in, which I will say aren't as bad here as they were when I played it on release. So I do think they've taken... Yeah, so whether or not it's a platform thing or Supermassive have taken that on board and patched in some fixes, either way, it's appreciated.
Yeah, because I think when I grabbed it, there was definitely updates. So they probably have done some, post-release fixes, which, as you say, it's... I will totally be especially forgiving of a developer with issues with a game if they then come back and fix them. Because I think we might have even talked about that, and like how annoying it is when you have a big company like Bethesda who sometimes don't, and you're like, you're a massive company, like, and then these smaller
they just leave stuff broken.
Yeah. Are we supposed to be looking for something in particular down here? Because I ain't found
I
nothing.
think we're supposed to be heading back, aren't we?
Okay, well
'Cause
the ladder
got the
fell down
generator
though,
back
didn't it?
on. Yeah, I don't know how we get back.
I guess we gotta just keep looking. Maybe down that way we went. I kind of turned around and came back. I think that was mostly on me. Oh shit! I pressed
Oh.
R1 this time.
Excellent.
I think yeah, you need yeah there.
Oh yeah.
I was literally, do you know what I did? I don't know why, but my brain was like, R1 is the run button.
That's exactly how I did it last time.
No way. I'm gonna try.
But what's crazy is I've spent my afternoon playing Saints Row, where the run button is also L1.
I want Saints Row 3 remastered so badly, and my wife wants Saints Row 3 remastered so badly because the Saints Row series is her favorite series of games. Well, GTA and Saints Row, both of them, she loves them both pretty equally.
Yeah.
But Saints Row 2 and 3 are, I believe, her favorite games.
Okay.
So yeah, it's definitely on my list of games to get. Because it looks gorgeous as well. It looks like what a remaster should look like.
It looks beautiful. It does have that remaster thing where everything looks wet.
Oh, I know what you mean. That overly glossy. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fisherman must have brought it over from the Duke of Milan.
I think Deep Silver kind of do that with everything, though.
Looks like it's got
I think they do. Yeah. It does play very, very well. Mate, I love Saints Row. It's one of my favourite series, and it's so much fun. But the frame rate in 3 was terrible.
Oh, so bad! It was so
I remember
awful.
playing. I remember it dropping. It was dropping to single digits when there was action on the screen. Thankfully, they fixed that, and it is so much fun to play.
Jesus. I remember saying your man was no chill. This lad is definitely no chill either.
Yeah. It's that eyeball, mate. It does things to you.
I think I saw some videos of someone on Twitter playing Saints Row 3 Remastered, and I think, yeah, the frame rate jumped out to me. I was like, oh my god, this looks so smooth.
You can lock it as well now, so you can, in the options menu, you can leave it locked or unlocked. And I've gone, no, lock it. I'm happy with 30. I'm not a PC gamer. 30 for Saints Row suits me fine. But it plays beautifully. It's so smooth. But Saints Row 3 is one of my favourite games, and I remember it was one of my proudest platinums just because I couldn't turn it off.
That is impressive. I think Kathy got 1,000 gamer score in Saints Row 2. Oh, I started pressing X straight away like a quick time event. Oh god. Oh shit, no!
That was neat.
It's all good, Brooke.
I mashed it too quick.
I'm surprised I didn't fuck it up right at the gate because I started hammering the X button thinking it was a QT. Oh no. Sledgy Mac eyeball face.
This dude is everything a slasher movie needs. Dodgy accent, fucked up eye, and a sledgehammer.
I think I've seen at least 8 movies at Fright Fest that have that, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh shit, okay. Oh no.
Oh no, they're super quick.
Oh god, no, I fucked that one up. Yay. Oh god. We're fucked.
Oh no, we left the rebreather behind. Shit.
Oh no. I presume that's gonna be bad.
I'll be honest, I think I've lost the rebreather every time I've played this game.
Right? Definitely. Probably. Sure. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know what mechanic I hate worse. The keep calm, mashing X on this, or the don't move the dual shock at all on Until Dawn.
Oh god, that one.
It's so unforgiving.
It really.
Okay. All right. Not changing. None of that.
Raise your hands up.
Calm down,
Slow.
Junior.
No, not like that. I said no changing.
Alright. He's not a very good director.
Oh, listen. Listen to me. We have no fight with you. We all just want to get out of here safely. You understand?
I'm sorry, but if you're breathing, then you don't got much of a choice in the matter. You don't got a say. Ah, not again! It's all gone changing on me!
Oh no.
What? What's changing?
Stay away! Stay back from the mist!
Dude, what mist?
Don't breathe it! Don't breathe the mist!
Why can't we breathe the mist? What does it do?
It's life. Bringing things to life that shouldn't be alive. It's inside now. Inside with us now.
You need to slow down.
Stop! Stop! It's in one of us, isn't it?
This is all getting a little bit John
Listen,
Carpenter, Stephen
I've not
Kingy.
breathed in any mysterious mist.
It is a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, you breathed in the mist. It's happening. I can feel it.
Got a touch of James Herbert's The Dark in there as well.
True, actually, yeah.
Okay, all right. Look, there was, something back there. Maybe a mist or fog, maybe.
You're patronising shit back.
You can breathe it in.
No, look, we held our breath. We did not breathe any of that stuff.
He's not going to believe this, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
I'm
know
probably
you're
gonna get
all
shot.
fancy divers, but you expect me to buy that? We've been down here for hours. You've been holding your breath this whole time. You're holding your breath right now.
Yes.
Oh, good. It's in me. I got the mist in me, don't I?
Oh, I think I
It's amazing
saw
that-
this in one of the little premonition things.
I can feel it swirling around in there. It's changing me.
Yeah.
I love the premonitions. And same as the totems in Until Dawn. You're like,
Ooh.
oh yeah, that could happen.
What should I do? Should I grab the pistol
actually-
and distract? Distract. I don't know.
No, I can't see it. You're all right, man. There's no mist.
I probably made the wrong
Stop.
choice there.
Stop lying.
I'll probably get shot.
You can all see it in lying. The mist is inside. Leave me alive.
Oh shit.
Hey, man, come on. Just put the...
There we go.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, I love the totems and the pictures and that, where you go, oh, this could happen. But by the time you get to it actually happening, you're like, oh, I can't change this now.
Yeah.
It haunts you completely.
Yeah, because even when I started replaying it again the other day, you find one as one of the twins as like Beth or Lauren, or I can't remember their names right now, Beth and something. You find one as one of them, and yeah, like that. There's nothing you can really do about that.
That was some laggy popping.
It took its time, alright. It's a Sunday though.
Yeah, you got to give it.
Wait by the radio.
To let it have to stay off, haven't you? Have you guys got bank holiday tomorrow?
I think so.
Please don't leave.
I'm not gonna be long. Just wait by the radio.
I'm not sure actually, because maybe not, because I think ours is June bank holiday weekend, so it might be the following week.
Okay. Yeah, because we don't have one in June. We have the first and last Monday of May.
Yeah, I think ours is the first weekend of June. So, oh no, I have to do the keep calm thing again. Oh Christ, I'm terrified.
Wait, am I just watching?
It's so fast. You would not believe how fast it is.
Mate, I'm just watching you do it. This is amazing. I've never experienced this.
Oh my god, that was terrifying. Oh my god.
Julia, come here.
I can't believe I did it though. I'm in absolute shock. All those years of playing those dancing games paid off.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the curator again in the back.
I think it was, yeah.
So if you're right, that means this could be potentially another part where we die. Yeah, I do kind of regret not going to the panel about this at Fright Fest, but I think it was just a clash that I couldn't... It was something that I couldn't pass up.
I think I was definitely looking for it. It was one of my big ones. When they said it was coming, I was like, oh my god, you know.
Yeah.
Supermassive games are there, and, you know, this is something I can get behind. You know, I'm a gamer. Hi.
This must have been what we just heard.
It was a good panel, and there was a lot of new footage. They showed a lot of the stuff on the boat at the beginning. So obviously, none of the big scares, none of the story spoiling stuff.
Yeah.
You need that distributor cap.
But it was a good panel. And then when they said obviously this is going to be a yearly thing, and it's going to be an anthology, I was like, oh, so you're going to be back next year for the new one? Well, probably not, 'cause it's coming out in July.
Oh yeah.
Holy crap! Look at that shit.
I think going back to what you were saying about like always being afraid of asking like bad questions and stuff, the worst one that I've ever heard at Fright Fest was during Upgrade. After Upgrade, a guy in the audience asked, "Oh, fuck off."
I didn't see anything.
Oh, what? Are you not seeing this?
Think we can get across?
I saw the dude. I saw Eyeball run off,
Okay.
but nothing jumped out at me.
Oh shit! No, I fucked that up. Oh no, and the curator was there, so. Okay.
Oh.
I think maybe it forgives me on one. Oh god, no!
Oh, fuck! I can't make it now, can I?
Oh shit! So now we're split up. I imagine. Oh, give me eyeball sledge. Oh shit. Eyeball's not doing too good.
You might be
Can't make
done.
the jump, Alex. I'll find a way around.
Yeah, we're getting split up. Great. Sorry.
I wanna find a way around. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
So
there
in
was
the
a
audience at Upgrade.
Yeah, a guy asked, did you just cast Logan Marshall Green because you couldn't get Tom Hardy?
I remember that.
Lee Wanell's response was fucking phenomenal. He just was not having it. He was like, what did he say? He was like, no, I cast Logan Marshall Green because he's a fantastic physical actor and I knew that was what was needed for the role. And also, fuck you. Like,
Yeah.
And I was like, fair play. Because, like, it was such a dickish question.
It's clearly one of those times that someone's going, I'm going to ask this, it's going to be funny.
Yeah.
But especially in that room, it's full of people that just go, mate, fuck off.
Yeah. It's just so... as you
And
say, it's like...
I think that's the biggest worry for me, is that because it is a room full of... Half of that room fucking make movies. I don't want to ask a stupid question in front of people that inspire me.
Look at that.
I don't think you'd ever ask anything like that, though. That was just so, like, stupidly
Oh no, that's
passive-aggressive.
just a cuntish way to...
Yeah. Why is he
But bless
petting the
Lee
rat?
Wanell-
My character... Oh no, he grabbed the rat. Okay, I thought he was just, like, petting it. He just baited off the fucking wall. Ah, fuck! Stop biting me, you little cunts! Jesus! It's getting all very graveyard shift up in here.
Noises and things. The fuck? No, I don't want.
Jeez. I think I got the oak we were looking for though. The oak for the boat.
Oh, the distributor card.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, there you are, being attacked by rats.
Yep. That's me. And I put the distributor cap down. What the hell? Oh Jesus fucking Christ!
Get away! Get away from me!
That's you, isn't it?
I think it probably is, yeah.
I'm not gonna kill you. That got a fucking jump out of me now in a big way. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, Jesus!
What the fuck?
A rat's just fucking xenomorphing out of my stomach. Don't panic, there's a fucking rat crawling out of my stomach. Oh. Oh no. If that's you, you won't kill me, right?
Hey!
Oh, thank
I'm
God.
trying to get you to calm down.
Okay, good. Phew.
Oh my
There
God.
was a moment there where I could have stabbed you or stabbed
Oh my God.
myself, so I'm glad I didn't do
Yeah.
either of those things.
Gotcha.
Whew. Yeah, that was possibly the most intense part so far for me.
There's a bit that we can't do now because I went and killed Conrad, which gets quite intense. So when you go through and do it again on your Todd, come back and see me after you've played it and you've got Conrad to survive. It gets quite, yeah. Yeah, Lee Winnell was a proper gent at that.
Oh, he
as well.
was.
I followed him around for an hour, so I got him to autograph my Saw steelbook.
That's yeah. He really does just seem like an absolute champ. Even listening to him on podcasts and stuff.
Oh yeah. Every podcast, him and who's the other guy I really
James
like
Wan?
listening to? No, Darren Lynn Bousman.
Oh,
I love
he's
listening to his
so
stories.
awesome, man. He seems like the nicest human being in the world.
Doesn't he just?
And it's why I always feel bad, like, if I see one of his movies and I don't like it, I don't go out of my way to bash it or tell people, because he seems like such a nice guy that I don't want to,
Yeah.
like...
I think I'm very forgiving of his movies because I like him as a person. So like, Abattoir I really enjoyed, and Saint Agatha I thought was a bit naff but quite fun.
I haven't seen Saint Agatha actually. I think I was a little disappointed by Abattoir, but again, like you, I'm quite forgiving.
Yeah. Look at that, mate. We're done.
No way.
Yeah. Don't stop you recording yet though, because you got
No. Although we will, I wonder when we'll have to refresh recording. Well,
Conrad was running from something.
I'd say we're not over. You know, it was only
He was really
it was only
You've
half
got maybe
10.
5
very
minutes.
side. I don't know why. I couldn't see what he was
I've
seeing.
never seen this ending.
Oh no
He
way.
was an asshole. Honey meant well. No matter what moronic thing he was up to, he always meant well. It's just a big old puppy dog. Just trying to make everyone laugh.
See, I really want to play this again. That's a good sign to me. Like, if I finish this with you and I just was like, oh cool, that's done, I'll probably never play it again. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, now I'm intrigued about all the other ways that I could go through it, and you know, so to me, that's a definite plus.
Yeah.
Any more words of wisdom?
That's it.
Yep.
Game over. You're done. For now, at least. You could always try again, see if you can't do better next time around. Impressive. Almost everyone survived.
I'm starting to take this personal, man.
He is.
Things became a little intense, but Alex kept his nerve. Well done, Alex. Well done, you.
Now he's praising you. You're fine.
It's all about decisions, isn't it? Decisions made in a hurry, in a panic, made with the heart instead of the head, or vice versa. Sometimes those decisions take a long time to have repercussions. But there are repercussions. There are always repercussions.
I saw their story in this one was by Supermassive, and just character dialogue was by Graham and Larry.
Yeah.
I think they said that in my interview that they had less involvement with the story on this one.
Maybe somewhere else.
Ooh, little hope.
But be certain, we will meet again. It's inevitable.
I love him. I genuinely, I love him.
He is great, man. Oh, that tune again, Yurt. That's it. Wow, good stuff, Brooke.
Not bad going, mate.
No, yeah, I like. Look, it's a lot shorter than Until Dawn.
It is. Obviously, when you play on your own, it's a little longer because you've got to play all the sections that I played without you.
Like, but even the length, I don't mind. I've said this before. It's like why I'm not angry at Resident Evil 3, whereas a lot of people are, is I don't mind a game being short if it's got lots of replayability, and I kind of want to jump right back into it when I finish it.
You also have to remember that this is a budget game. It came out at 25 quid on release day.
Yeah, that's true as well. Like, because even when I was talking to Andy earlier, and this goes back to what we've been talking about actually in comments and stuff on the channel and stuff, is Andy got a Man-Eater, and so I was talking to him, and he was like, "Oh, it's muck, man. It's absolute muck." But he was like, "I paid £35 for it," and I was like, "Well, to be fair, paying £35 for it, you can't." On release day, you can't necessarily hold it up to the same standard as something you pay $60 for. Like,
no.
And also Andy said like, "Oh, it's really silly," and I was like, "Did you actually think it wasn't going to be? Because I'm going into this wanting it to be silly."
Oh yeah, I know exactly what I'm getting for my money when I buy a Man-Eater.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same as no one's expecting a hard-hitting story out of Ghost Simulator. Yeah. Yeah,
like I like when I saw the trailer for Man-Eater, I did not go, "Oh my god, this looks like, you know, the next Last of Us. It's going to be so so powerful and moving." I just went, "Oh my god, you get to be a shark and eat shit. That's going to be so much fun."
I'm really looking forward to playing it. I just because it came out on the same day as Saints Row. I can't. And you know, Last of Us in a couple of weeks, and Ghost of Tsushima a couple of weeks after that. I'm like, by the time I've got time to play Man-Eater, I'll be able to pick it up for about 20 quid.
Oh yeah, exactly. And like, I totally understand what you're saying, but also what I don't understand is that Deep Silver published both of those, and like Saints Row and Man-Eater, and I'm just like, why did they choose to publish them both the same day? Like like that does create a direct competition for themselves.
It does. I don't understand the logic behind it, but they're not the first company to do it, are they?
True,
EA threw Titanfall 2 out to die, you know, in weeks between two massive releases of theirs.
Which again is a massive shame, because Titanfall 2 was actually really class.
It was amazing. I loved it. I think that's going to be one of our co-op games on the podcast this year. Is going to be just to pick up Titanfall 2 and bash through it again, because it is a shitload of fun.
I think it's something that's going to be played here on the channel as well. I'm not quite sure with who yet. It might be Brian O'Regan possibly, but yeah, I love the first one on the Xbox One anyway. I remember playing.
There's not going to be a third.
Yeah.
That sucks. But I know why they're doing it, because they're concentrating on Apex, which, you know.
It makes sense from a financial perspective, of course. Like, Apex is a cash cow, like.
It is, yeah.
But like, it is a shame, because I just loved like I remember when I first played Titanfall 1, I was like, this is all my anime kid fantasies come to life. Giant, or even Mech Warrior, like Battle Mech, like,
Yeah.
and then even the free running. Oh, there's Denny. What's Denny up to? Is there like a little epilogue part? Ooh, I guess so. Is that it?
No.
Oh, interesting. The curator gets out of it, watch. In his fucking Comanche helicopter.
Yeah, I've not seen this bit either. I have seen a different ending here.
So out of nowhere, this
I've
thing
not
is
No
seen
way.
this.
SOS. Guess we got a real live ghost ship here.
Oh yeah, there's the casket things again.
Whoa. What the hell is this?
Setting you up for one last jump scare.
What the fuck?
How much of a face?
Oh.
I like it.
Oh, is this a trailer for Little Hope?
It is, yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Whoever it was, they're gone.
I think their costumes have changed since this trailer, have they?
Yes, I think obviously the engine I think has been tweaked a lot.
Yeah.
Because like I said earlier, I watched the release trailer this afternoon and it looks quite different.
The last thing I saw was the developer diary from like a couple of weeks ago, and that looked quite different as well. I think that was from the more recent trailer, the one you would have watched.
Yeah.
It's so cool that they have Will Poulter in it though. Like,
Oh
it kind
yeah.
of harkens back to that fucking Until. I know they had Sean Ashmore in this one, but like, although even talking to Graham and Larry, they were saying that like when they made Until Dawn, like Rami Malek wasn't huge. Like he hadn't become Mr.
Nah.
Robot or Freddie Mercury
No,
yet.
he was the dude from Night at the Museum and that
Exactly.
that sitcom that he was in.
Um,
So, yeah, he had the sitcom The War at Home.
I think
think-
that's what they said. Yeah.
Because I remember watching him in that, going, "Oh, this guy's really cool," and it was Mr. Robot. I was like, "Oh, it's the dude from The War at Home," and literally nobody knew what I was fucking talking about.
But like they had him, and they had obviously Hayden Panettiere. Everyone kind of knew from Heroes.
Yeah.
And then even Noah Fleiss, I'd seen him in a bunch
Yeah.
of stuff as well. So like that game had kind of a very established. It felt like it had a very established cast, even though, as we say, I think Mr. Robot came out around the same time as it, so it felt like
Yeah.
it felt like they had him before Mr. Robot, or that yeah. You saw him and were like, oh my god, that's Mr. Robot, even though it was made long before that.
Yeah.
A cool little bit of info I got from Larry and Graham, actually, because this will be going out long after the interview. They talked about that they had done a concept or like a teaser trailer for Until Dawn, where they like a live action one. Directed by Larry, and they had cast all like unknowns, and they said that a kind of influence was definitely taken in Rush of Blood from this trailer they made, because in it Larry was like a mad maniac clown character.
Nice.
And so
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so he said when they came to him and were like, will you be the announcer guy in Rush of Blood, he was like, oh my god, it's like the trailer is finally kind of making its way into the game. I did love him as the announcer guy in Rush of Blood.
Oh yeah.
He was great. Yeah, I won't say any more. I was going to tell you. I'll tell you another thing off mic, but yeah, I'll leave a lot of it for the interview. But there's some great little bits in there. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. I really enjoyed this, man. I came in with very low expectations. I'm not gonna lie, because as I say, a
Yeah.
bunch of people told me, "Oh, it's rubbish. You're not gonna enjoy it. It's shite. All this," and I think because I came in saying, "Okay, I paid $12 for it," you know,
Yeah.
my expectations are very measured,
Yeah.
and then yeah, everyone told me how rubbish it was. Uh, I'm I'm actually I think that it's quite unfair. It reminds me a little bit of like games like Days Gone that I love that got a bashing, and I don't think that it was particularly fair. I think this is another one of those
I'll be
games.
honest. I wasn't a fan of Days Gone.
That's
Uh,
fine.
but I think it's because I got really hyped for it and really excited, and it wasn't as good as I expected it to be. Uh, I couldn't finish it, but it's not, it's not necessarily everybody else that enjoyed it. That's great. It just wasn't for me.
No, I know, because it's funny, like, because that's one of my platinums. I loved it that much.
Nice.
Um, but like, I just think there's certain games that like definitely get a critical bashing that maybe doesn't deserve it. Because I
Yeah.
mean, uh, like as I say, it's very easy to point out the flaws in this game because they're there and there's enough of them. But at the same time, the
Yeah.
ambition of doing the co-op and as you say, I've never seen anything else do it. Uh,
No.
and to be the first thing to try something like that and do it pretty effectively, that's a massive accomplishment. Like,
And they're bringing it on for the next one, so Little Hope's going to have to co-op as well.
and that's the other thing to remember as well is that because this is an anthology format, it's presumably going to get better with each one because they'll figure out the things that don't work in the previous ones and make improvements. You know,
Yeah. I
so
do hope Little Hope does well because I know this one didn't do as well as it could have done.
mm,
And I think if they hadn't already promised Little Hope, they probably wouldn't be making it.
yeah,
Uh, so obviously, Little Hope needs to do really well for us to get a part three,
I,
assuming there's going to be a part three.
I'm hopeful as well that I think what will help Little Hope a lot, in my opinion, is that this game. I'll put it. I'll put it to you in a way actually that I'll try and make sense of what I'm saying. I when I first saw the stuff for this game, while I was kind of like, "Oh, that looks cool," I was like, "Is it a period piece? I don't know. I'm not that big a fan of blah." Like, it wasn't clear to me what it was to some extent
Yeah,
in some of the early marketing. Whereas I think with Little Hope, what they have going for them is nearly everyone that sees the stuff for Little Hope goes, "Oh my God, that's like Silent Hill," and people are
yeah,
missing Silent Hill so badly because there hasn't been a game in a decade. Uh,
yeah.
that
It's
I
filling
think
a gap.
yeah, exactly. I think hopefully people will pick up Little Hope regardless of how they felt about this one because they just need that Silent Hill itch scratched.
Yeah,
Fingers crossed.
yeah. I'm really looking for. I've got my pre-order in. I've got my pre-order in on both formats as well, so I can play with my mates and with you.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, we will definitely have to do Little Hope together 100%. Um, I'm gonna, yeah, I'll probably do it the opposite way around with Little Hope. I'll probably play it on my own first and then play it with you. Whereas with this,
Yeah.
I played it with you and I'll probably play it on my own now. Well, no, I will play it on my own now after. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. This has been honestly so much fun. There was one or two parts that really got me. A lot of it was atmosphere, but there was one or two good fucking scares as well.
Yeah,
And I
there
really
were a
like
couple of good scares that got me as well. Like I
that's
say,
the
third time I'm playing and I'm still jumping.
that's the great thing about it as well though is the fact that there's scares that happen on your screen that I don't see, and there's scares that happen on my screen that you don't see, and so then that makes you curious, going, "Fuck, I want to replay it again because I want to know what he saw." Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, this has been a blast. Thank you so much, Brooker, for coming on and doing this with me.
Oh, thank you for having me on, man. It's a great laugh, and yeah, I absolutely anytime you want to play this, I'll be there.
Awesome. So that is it for this series of Let's Survive Together, and yeah, as always, let's survive together, and peace out.